Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Desert Rose in Glendale, Arizona, as Elite Wrestling Entertainment presents World Domination Part 2. And here we have in our opening contest, we have Los Suaves, Cochino Suave and Jose Hendricks. These two have competed all over the Arizona wrestling scene, and they've had some, well, I would say questionable training tactics, but it's led them up to this point right here. And they come in at a combined weight of 420 pounds. I'm not going to comment on how they got to that point.
Well, that could have something to do with what they were smoking before they came to the show there, Thomas.
Like I said, we're not going to bring their training techniques or their questionable tactics outside. I mean, we do have the powers that be at AWE that might not be too approving of such, but Los Suaves, certainly a formidable tag team.
Well, you know, these guys here, they definitely don't have the lung capacity, but they're still championship material, and I'm glad to have them here in EWE. They're going to do a great job tonight against these luchadors. What the? Is this somebody's kid?
And here we see their opposition for the evening. We have Mini Halcon, and also, the guy that you pointed out to be somebody's kid, I do think he's a little more serious than that.
Well, you know, we got El Dragon tagging with them. I'm not so sure where they found Halcon, but I mean, they say good things come in small packages. I'll have to see that for myself here tonight.
Well, I can personally vouch for Mini Halcon. I've actually called a lot of his matches in the past, and Mini Halcon, he's very small in stature, obviously, but he will go balls to the wall to try to get the victory. As a matter of fact, I want to harken back to a couple of years ago. He was in a championship match where he actually dove off the top of a building to try to get it, and he came up short. No jokes there, but he came up short. And well, speaking of shortness there,
well, here's his partner, El Dragon. Looks like he's more concerned with dancing than getting in the ring there.
I gotta say, El Dragon, I've seen him around the independent scene as well, and he's certainly not a lack of.
I thought that was Mini Halcon there.
No, that's not Mini Halcon.
That must be Masa Halcon.
But El Dragon brings a wealth of experience as well. In fact, I want to say he's been in the business almost like 10 to 15 years, and he's been lighting up the Arizona scene ever since. He's well put together, as you can see. He's got athleticism. He's certainly not a lack of confidence, and he's going to need it over here against this formidable team here.
Well, nobody's lighting up Arizona quite like Los Suaves, if you know what I mean. They really got a fire under them in the tag team industry.
Our bosses are listening. We can't say that. Yes.
Well, their trunks are green for a reason. Let's just say that.
Because it's a good color choice, yes. Referee Paul Pritchard in charge of the action here, and both of these teams getting a positive reception from the fans here in Glendale. Although they might be slightly in favor of El Dragon.
Well, he's got the body for it, but let's see if he can actually deliver when that bell rings. Oh, there we go. That's the picture of.
He does not have the body for it.
That is a strong man right there with strong lungs.
Okay, Paul Pritchard's got to maintain some sort of the man that we know down in Tucson is Man Candy.
Man Candy, huh?
I do not want to know how he got that name, but he is a former competitor here.
I like his brother Bruce.
Well, the bell sounds and the match is underway. We're going to start out with.
Looks like a kid on Halloween here. What do we got going on in the ring here, Thomas?
Yeah, we've got Mini Halcon scoring off right here against Jose Hendricks, the slightly more athletic member of the team.
Oh, look at those tumbles. That's a champion right there. Look at that guy. I don't know. I think I saw Halcon at a jump zone recently at one of those trampoline parks.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's not discredit him now. A little bit of an upsmanship over here. Collar and elbow tie up in the center of the ring. Looks like the slight advantage is going to go over here. the torque advantage is going to Jose Hendricks, but Mini Halcon look at the counter out of here, elbows to the midsection off the ropes right here. Mini Halcon gets knocked down to the canvas with a big shoulder tackle off the ropes. Jose Hendricks getting a head of steam right here and stopped abruptly and a version of the STO right here. Lateral press only getting a 1 count. Big back elbow knocks him down, goes for a lateral press. Beautiful arm drag, take down and another arm drag, this time with a part of Jose Hendricks. Stereo drop kicks right there, and we've got our first stalemate of the match. This is gonna be evenly matched right here between these two as El Dragon gets tagged in, and now we've got the powerhouses of the team here. That was impressive.
Nothing more impressive than that.
I don't know.
It's Cochino Suave. He's the leader of the group, and he's ready to do some business on El Dragon here. He's going to put a little fire in the dragon, if you know what I mean.
Well, you know, the thing about Los Suaves, and you know, not a lot of people might take them seriously due to those questionable tactics that we talked about. But the thing about Los Suaves, they've had their opportunities, and it's been mixed results. A lot of the times there, as we get a back heel trip, hops over the man right there, looking to get a single leg takedown, and he's very successful in that. Lateral press, 1, only getting a 1 count. Really a filling out process right here to get a back heel trip. Lateral press only gets a 1.
Well, Dragon's definitely an athlete. We can see that, but I just don't think he has the wherewithal to go toe to toe with Cochino.
And really, I think this match is going to come down to whoever has the best tag work. As you can see just right there, I mean, these two have been a formidable force for a long time, and they just haven't been able to climb up the upper echelon. But if they keep doing things like that, isolating the men in the corner.
Well, you know, I think they call that a puff pass.
Oh, no. The referee needs to jump on that immediately. That was certainly unintentional, or I would say I hope it's unintentional, because that could be a disqualification here in these parts.
Is that right? To take off the mask of a luchador, disqualification.
That is it. That is the tradition. And a hard open hand slap right there to the sternum. Ooh. And this is what separates these two teams right here. That cohesion that we talked about. Cochino Suave, nice vertical suplex there.
Well, you know, Dragon looks like he's bottoming out there. Doesn't have to reach too high to make that tag, so he should be able to get Mini Halcon in here pretty, I guess not.
Well, it wasn't exactly fan friendly, but it was effective. Snaps down on the neck there, and now proceeds with a rear chin lock, and that's going to be key right there, because Cochino Suave weighs slightly less, so he has to break it up right here. Using every bit of that 5 count before he has to break it up.
Absolutely.
Cochino Suave right now really trying to get inside the head of El Dragon. And once again, he's forced to use the rope break here.
Well, you know, it's not going to take much for them to work together as a tag team here. I mean, these guys obviously sit in the circle together quite a bit. They know how each other thinks, and it makes them a great team.
I mean, they work together. They watch films together. They train together. They eat together. They go to dispensaries. Excuse me.
Basically, a wrestling Cheech and Chong, if you will.
And the Oklahoma roll right there, nicely executed, but only gets a 2 count. And now beginning to work the arms over here with an inverted version of the arm bar. Pretty torturous right there for El Dragon, because as you can see, it stretches his midsection. He's actually working to the ribs as he's torquing that arm. El Dragon is in a precarious position and must get to the tag. He's going to reach over. He's going to.
Looks like
just
Halcon
doubled
ready to
over in
jump in
pain.
there. Here comes Hendricks.
And Jose Hendricks once again isolating him from Mini Halcon. You can just see he's itching to get in the ring there. Los Suaves has him in a bad neighborhood here.
Well, Suave is looking pretty fresh, you know. I mean, I questioned their lung capacity, but they're keeping it up pretty good in this match.
Snapmare once again into a rear chin lock, just beginning to wear him down right here. And you see this, all that weight just comes up on the neck area. Just more fatigue in the body of El Dracon.
Looks like Hendricks is ready to get back in the ring there. He wants a little more of Dragon. They're definitely doing a good job keeping him in that corner.
Crowd there at Desert Rose Pizza and Pub really trying to wheel him to the corner to try to tag in Mini Halcon, but he's just taking a beating right now. And they're going to make a wish with both of his legs. That's just that adds a little insult to the injury.
Well, you know, Dragon looks like he's on Dream Street right now. He really needs to get in that corner, but I just don't think they came here conditioned. I mean, as good as he looks, I just don't think they came to win tonight, Thomas.
Oh, gets out of there with a roundhouse kick and another, and a big knee takes him down, and now he makes the tag to Mini Halcon. Mini Halcon gets to the ring now, sizing up Jose Hendricks I
don't know, Halcon, I'm telling you, it looks like take your son to work day to me.
You better take this guy serious right here. 1, 2, only getting a 2 count off that beautifully executed suplex. And now the tag back in. These two luchadors are going to work on Jose Hendricks, maybe exalting a little revenge from earlier. Off the ropes right here. And an inverted spine buster. He's got it perched up right here. El Dracon off the ropes and drops the leg down across the sternum.
See, this is just a miscarriage of justice. Why is Dragon allowed in the ring right now?
Hooking the legs and only getting a 2 count. I gotta agree with you right there. Put referee Paul Pritchard needs to
doing here?
Take control of the match.
Seems like Pritchard might have a little favoritism towards the luchadors there.
Well, and once again, right back firmly in control is Los Suaves. Ducks under the man right there and nails him with a super kick. El Dracon twisting the arms right here and a beautiful kick to the midsection. This could be the opportunity that he needs here.
Well, look at this. We got nothing but double teaming here. Pritchard's not controlling this match. He obviously got paid off by Halcon and these guys.
I wouldn't say he got paid off there. I just think there needs to be more attention to detail. Getting the crowd behind him right now.
I think Pritchard might have spent some time over at the Desert Rose Pub before he took the reins here.
Off the ropes right here, and military press slam him down on Cochino Suave. 1, 2, and just kicks out at 2.
You can't keep Cochino down, you know, he's a professional and he comes to win.
Did you just call Cochino Suave? Any member of Los Suave is a professional.
Oh, absolutely. These guys are in the top physical performance. Check them out. They're the best tag team in Arizona. There's nobody else that can match these guys.
Hey, wait a minute. You just said their lung capacity. 1, 2, only getting a 2 count out of that big splash.
Well, the lungs are questionable, but that's why they keep them over there in the corner, you know? The puff pass method with their opponents.
Oh boy, you're gonna get us fired. Off the ropes right here, ducks under the clothesline. Mini Halcon, double team right there, and stereo super kicks. That might be it right here. Hooking the far leg, 1, 2, it just kicks out at the nick of time.
Well, you know, Halcon is about 14, so he's got a lot more energy than these elder statesmen that are in the ring right now.
Correct. That's just a slight misnomer. Mini Halcon is in his late 40s, and a big splash in the corner, and another big splash.
That doesn't take much to make a big splash on Halcon.
He ducks under the man right there. Mini Halcon looking to counter him right here, and an ingenious maneuver right there. He got him in a position and made Cochino Suave DDT Jose Hendricks. Meanwhile, with a drop kick, that was just a devastating maneuver. And now Mini Halcon off the second ropes with a big splash.
I think maybe the most impressive thing that Halcon is doing is that he's doing all this on a school night. He has to be back at junior high the next day.
Oh boy.
I hope his teachers aren't
Did you
watching.
hear that chop? Did you hear that chop that reverberated all over the Desert Rose? Listen. Oh. Just vicious. And now off the ropes right here, El Dragon. And a big time slam right in the center of the ring.
Well, you know, he worked up a sweat. They obviously have the upper hand right now, Dragon and Halcon, but don't count out those Suaves.
Off the ropes right here, El Dragon gets distracted a bit. Scoop slam in the corner. This could be the setup for Mini Halcon. Mini Halcon off the ropes here. Lands with a big splash. Was that a blind tag? 1, 2. And just broken up by Cochino Suave in the nick of time.
I'm really questioning Pritchard's methods here as a ref.
You know what? I almost have to agree right there. I mean, I don't know if this is being enforced by Lucha rules, but I did not see a tag there. But that was a big dive to the outside by Cochino Suave. Meanwhile,
well, if it was Lucha rules, we'd already have about 4 intermissions by now.
and now let's see it. Oh. This could be the setup once again. Mini Halcon off the top rope on the big swanton dive. This could be it right here. 1, 2, and that's gonna do it.
Well, they obviously had help from the referee on this one. I'm just saying this should have been. Oh, there we go.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on.
It's not over yet, Thomas. Rightfully so. Snuff him out.
Mini Halcon gets the victory.
Child abuse.
But Cochino Suave with very uncalled for actions after the match.
Well, you know what? They couldn't get a break the whole match. Pritchard obviously was playing for Halcon and Dragon. You got to do what you got to do in the end, Thomas, and that's what Los Suaves did right here. We'll see him again.
Well, in any case, right here, El Dragon and Mini Halcon get the victory.